In case y'all didn't see in the beginning clip, in case I messed up or something, let's show it again, okay? Tether, unravel, and then just shoot your goddamn rocket post. Boom, you got the super back. That's how quick and easy it is to get the super with this build. And you can do this infinite loop over and over and over again, okay? What up, guys? Alchemist here. I got something nice for you. So today, I wanted to make a build that was perfect, probably the best build you can use on a hunter for Lawless Frontier. As we know, that game mode has hordes of enemies like it's Onslaught, and I wanted to make sure I made a build that handles that for you guys. Something that you can take in LFG and stuff, help your teammates out, and just clear the rooms out fast and easy. And since they buffed up Tether to do a 35% debuff, I was like, hey, let's make a strong build using that so we can do some crowd control for our teammates, okay? So, first off, we're using an exotic class item. I didn't want to use Orpheus Rigs on its own because the thing about Orpheus Rigs is the neutral game don't get started until you get your super, okay? And yes, inside Lawless Frontier, you can use the Revitalize Renegade ability to get your super immediately, and then you just keep doing that over and over again. But I still wanted something strong in the neutral game in this build instead of we just shoot tethers all day. So we're using Spirit of Galanor. It's basically Orpheus Rig, but for any super, so that's why we're using it to get our 50% super energy back. So we're using Spirit of Galanor to get that Orpheus Rig ability. Then we're using Spirit of Verity. So whenever we get weapon kills, it buff up our grenade damage. Okay, I believe it's 200%. It's 100% or 200%. One of them. It's a lot of damage. Okay, so that's what we're running in this build. Spirit of Verity, you get weapon kills matching your grenade, and it boosts that grenade damage. Some of you guys don't know, but this also buff up the damage of Gunpowder Gamble. So as long as you got the stacks of Verity on your character, Gunpowder Gamble will get that grenade buff. It does not have to be solar grenade. You just gotta have a bar of Verity. Okay. So in today's build, we're using Final Warning to that Unraveling, which help us get that super back quick. If you're not doing that, then you won't get your super back immediately when you shoot your tether. So you want to shoot Final Warning to the crowd to get Unraveling going, and you can clean them up with your Rocket Pulse Rifle, size here in the 4, and you'll get your super back immediately. So those two weapons I'm using, because I'm using Grapple Grenade to be my juiced up grenade to do damage. If you're not doing, Grapple Grenade, then you have to change your weapon based on the grenade you're using. Using Magnetic Grenade, then use something like Choir 1. If you're using like the Scatter Grenades for some apparent reason, then use a solar weapon. You also use Mint Retrograde, I guess, in this build if you're using Strand. Using an arc weapon, you can still use Side Tyranna, but just put an Arc Bolt Grenade on. Up to you. So the weapons can vary based on you, but I went Strand because it makes me get my super back immediately, and I miss using Final Warning. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm making this build too because I got bored of using Practice Blade 24/7. Okay, and I know some of you guys probably relate with me right now with that as well. So we're using Final Warning in this build. Your heavy can be whatever you want. I just chose a machine gun just in case I want to get some stacks of Verity up quick by using a Strand weapon. It could be a Strand grenade launcher that does even more damage than this. All up to you, to be honest. You don't even need this. Final Warning really does get the kills for you immediately because of how much damage Final Warning does as a primary. It's one of the primaries in this game that actually does a lot of damage still. While the other primaries feel like they are super weak in in-game content. You also could go New Malpus, but again, Final Warning secures the super for us. New Malpus, it gives you a lot of super energy, but it does not secure the super immediately. Because you got to detonate it for the Unraveling. And by the time you do that, the enemies are dead. Final Warning does Unraveling without the explosion, so you get super back very quick with all that tick damage and shared damage the enemies take while they tether together. They tether together, they unravel, they all sharing the tick damage from the Unraveling. Boom, super bar go up. Quite simple, okay? Artifact. Only thing you want in the artifact is Power from Pain. Killing weakened target, give you Devour. Since we are tethering people, they are weakened, we kill them, boom, we got Devour. So you can spam your Grapple Grenade in this build, or whatever grenade you decide to go with in this build. And then Void Infestation, so you do kill weakened targets, it spread more weakening in the area. Okay? All you really need in this build. Subclass. So in the subclass, we're rocking Tether, of course, obviously. We're running Acrobat Dodge for that Radiant whenever you use our class ability. I got 30 spike on just severing enemies, make them take deal less damage to us. You could go with snare bomb as well if you want to blind the enemies and then you kill them, and then that help you get devour devour quick as well without needing to use your tether. And you also go combination below if you want to just go all in with the grapple melee, do dumb damage because your melee stacks from combination below with grapple. Okay. Aspects, we're using Gunpowder Gamble. It did get buffed this season. Gunpowder Gamble is stronger now if you shoot it out the air. It do dumb damage. And then we got Stash Executioner on to go invisible because of all debuffs we're doing on enemies, but also too survivability. And then third thing, Stash Executioner, while we invisible and do grapple melee, we do dumb damage. So I purposely kill the enemy and then I press my grenade button since I am using grapple, and then I melee enemy and I basically one-shot him because the Stash Executioner buffing up my damage from my first punch when I get out of invisibility. Okay. You can replace Stash Executioner with Ascension, and then use Ascension, you get Amplified and Acrobat Dodge. Dealer's choice. I just wanted the extra damage from Stash Executioner, but both work. They're interchangeable. It does not mess up the build. Whatever route you go, it's still lethal. It's still strong. Okay. And just to show you guys the new Gunpowder Gamble, if I and that final warning can auto track shoot out the air. If I throw the Gunpowder Gamble, then charge the final warning, it will auto track to the Gunpowder Gamble. And you just let go, it blow up. And as you see, Gunpowder Gamble now blows up more, do a little bit more damage, and it send out shrapnels in the air that track enemies as you blow it up. But you gotta shoot it while it's in the air for it to work. It does not work when it stick to an enemy and blow up, which is pretty cool. It's giving you actually an advantage to, a reasoning, I guess I'd say, to shoot it out the air, which is very dope in my opinion. Fragments, we got Faster to Ruin to increase the area effect of that Solar Ignition from Gunpowder Gamble, and to make our weapon stat go up by 10. We got Faster to Mending, so whenever we get a grenade kill, whether it's with the grapple or the Gunpowder Gamble, we get a chunk of health back. We got Faster Purpose on, whenever we pick an Orb Power, we get a Void Overshield. We got Faster to Hope on, so that whenever we do use Ascension, for example, our class ability come back quicker. And then I got Faster Courage on just to get that plus 10 grenade stat, but also too, since I will be using Final Warning, I'm spreading a dark debuff on the enemy, so this will make Gunpowder Gamble do 10% more damage to the enemies that are affected by the unraveling. So I always can do the combo of tether, shoot Final Warning to the group enemies to unravel them, and then just throw Gunpowder Gamble in the mix, shoot in the air, and all the enemies die as tethered. So very good combo. Armor mods, I went with 1 Strand Siphon, obviously Final Warning, make orbs for us. Radiant Light, help my teammates out whenever I pop my super, it gives them an armor charge. And then Ashes the Asset to get some super energy from the grenade kills from Gunpowder Gamble and whatnot. We got 3 fire powers on, so I get Orbs of Power out there whenever I kill people with Gunpowder Gamble or grapple melee. 3 resist mods on, chest piece. Lead piece, we got 2 strand weapon surges to make Final Warning do more damage. As a primary, it needs to help in higher end content. And then I got Innovation on, when I pick up Orb Power, I get grenade energy for more grappling. And then class item, I got Time Dilation on to make the surges stay on longer. Then I got Reaper on, so whenever I use my class ability like Ascension, I make an Orb Power out there when I kill somebody with Final Warning. And then I got Bomber on, so whenever I do pop Ascension, I get grenade energy. Okay. Also, another cool thing you can do with Final Warning in this build is the fact Final Warning is doing all of this unraveling. You make a tangle, so when you do got stacks of death throws, you can infinite grapple melee as long as you keep grappling the tangle in the room. So yeah, there's some good tech you can do with the grapple, you know, choosing grapple as your grenade with this build. Stats I went for in this build, obviously you want to go for 200 grenade. I got 190, still amazing, but you want to go for 200 grenade and 100 super. That's all you need in this build. And then after you get 100 super and 200 grenade, just try to pour the rest into like weapon stat, just so that Final Warning do more damage. Try to get like 100 weapon for Final Warning, and then pour the rest into class ability, so that you can still use Ascension as much as possible. Okay, to get that Radiant for Final Warning to do even more damage. Armor sets, obviously you want to do 2-piece Smoke Jumper and 2-piece Fear Potent to get that extra resistance in your build. The best armor set you can have on as meta and PvE, Smoke Jumper, Fear Potent. And that's the build. Hope you guys enjoy this build and that it gives y'all some type of fun factor and still be good to get off of Practice Blade and help your team make stuff out. Because I ain't gonna lie, today I was using Praxis Blade, and I was like, man, I've been using this for like 2 weeks straight. I'm kind of bored now. Kind of bored. I still use it in hard-end content. It's just high-end content. It's just, you know, when you want to just chill and farm some weapons and stuff, yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. So I hope this changed the rhythm for you guys a little bit. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. And Merry Christmas to all you guys. I know it's holiday time, so I've been kind of chilling with family and whatnot. But I still got some deals for you guys for people that be chilling playing the game during the holidays. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. And until next time, stay up.